Hey guys, welcome to Camping a la Steve. I'm gonna go live in the highway median for a couple of nights. I just have to get across this highway and it is busy. Doesn't help that I've got a huge bag and it's nice and heavy too, but we'll get that across the road and I got some other gear stashed over there. Let's go as soon as there's a break in traffic here. Busy highway. We got a live one here. Okay, we're doing it. All right, right across the busy road and into the bush. Here we go. Ha ha ha! Here's all the gear I stashed a couple of weeks ago in fine shape, a little covered in pollen, but it'll work. So I gotta find a spot where I'm gonna set this all up and we should be cozy tonight. The road is right there, so there's no way to camp here without some type of a camouflage structure. So let's set it up. Yeah, I lost my sunglasses somewhere. That'll be fun to try and find them. I got one of these hunting blinds I'm going to set up here on the side of the highway. I haven't set it up before. I don't know how it looks. I really hope the camo matches these foliage on the trees, because we don't have a lot of cover over there. But in here it looks okay. Before I do anything else, I have to see how obvious this looks. I'm guessing pretty obvious. That's obvious. Holy. Okay, how bad is it from the road? That's really bad. That's really, really bad. Yeah, that's just full-blown obvious. There's still a little bit of a break in traffic. I'm just gonna see kind of from the road. Walking past. Do. Yeah, I gotta camouflage that somehow. If it was just an overnighter, that'd be okay. But I'm here for a couple of nights. Now, I haven't seen a lot of other good spots to set this up, but I'm gonna have to take a look. We're gonna be busted so quick here because it looks like somebody's actually hunting here. This is a hunting blind. You're gonna think somebody's hunting in the highway median. Taken down this pop-up roof. That'll give it a lower profile from the road, and I'm trying to push it into the woods here as much as possible. We've got this uninvited blackberry, invasive Himalayan blackberry, so I won't feel too guilty about pushing that out of the way. This might make it look worse. I don't know. It seems much better tucked away back there. Okay, break in traffic. What do we see from the roadside? This might be okay now. Oh, definitely way better. Look at that. So we got all the goods. Sure. Living in style today. Oh yeah, that's good. With shelter established, it's time to enjoy a Founders Original Bourbon Sour. Never had one. Let's find out together. It's got a little kick. Not bad. Orangey flavor. When that road calms down a bit, I'll do a proper stealth test, but not right now. We're just gonna hunker down for the moment, wait for things to die down. The hardest part's over. We made it into this median, and there's traffic to the left of me, traffic to the right, and here I am. Okay, so what is in the bag? What have I brought for a couple of nights out here? Want to be warm, that's for sure. So, I have another backpack in case I run into town. I can bring my camera and stuff without leaving it here. I got plug-in thermal underwear. There's long johns and there is a undershirt, and those will run off a little USB power bank if it gets a little chilly. I've also got another jacket slash pillow, which is tucked into its own pocket. I got a drone so I can get a shot up there about what's going on. Little fold-up fire pit I'll be using tomorrow. Tonight I have to cook some of the stuff I brought. Got my sleeping bag, of course. It's a nice down hybrid style thing. Some various food, another lens, power bank, extra butane, frozen meatballs, a pot, various cutlery, and of course, bear spray, because there can be bears in this highway median. A little bit of toilet paper, but I shouldn't need that. There's a gas station right across the road, just a short walk, and flashlights. I think it's going to be a successful night. I'll just keep this bear spray handy because there are game trails all through this median here. The northbound traffic on that side is all free flow, so there's no breaks in traffic. On this side, however, the southbound lanes suffer from a traffic light up ahead a little ways. Now, I've been using my stopwatch to try and figure out the timing of that traffic light. So it looks like it runs for 3.5 minutes, and then we got a minute break. So as soon as I can get this timed, I'll take a good look outside, and I should have about a minute, depending on who's turned onto that road. Okay, I think we got about a minute break here, so just head down to the road and see what we can see. That's good. The clock is ticking, but yeah, from a car driving past, yeah, that looks really good, really good. Look at that. Way in there. And I'm just gonna pretend to keep walking here. We used up our minute. But yeah, that's great. It's about 7:49 right now, and the traffic is still not letting up, but it is fairly early still. Sunset's in about 20 minutes. We'll have a little bit of twilight for another half hour after that. And I think things should become a lot more relaxing once the commuter traffic dies down and everybody's at home with their families watching Camping with Steve on YouTube. All right, the sun is officially set and it's cooling off, so I gotta put on this other jacket. I'm not resorting to my thermal electric powered underwear yet. And yes, I'll be getting a haircut, it's on my list. I need a trim. Definitely still traffic coming, and obviously police are going down this road, 100%. This is a very busy highway. I'm sure they've passed by already. Nobody's pulled over, but stealth camping is my prerogative, so I'm gonna do this. Now before it gets any darker and colder, I'm gonna put on these thermal underpants. I'll spare you the imagery there, but we should be cozy in no time. All right, oh, that's better, nice and warm now. But I did break my one rule. Generally stealth camping, don't take your pants off. That changes the crime completely to enjoying a bourbon sour in a hunting blind to sitting in a hunting blind in your underwear. And that's, of course, exactly when the police would show up, too. So, try to dress for the occasion, but, you know, I'm concealed, I'm nice and hidden away, and it is a very quick procedure. If it starts to rain, I'm going to have to pop up this center hub for the roof, but I'm not really using this for shelter. It's more for just camouflage because I'm not expecting there to be any substantial rain over the next couple of days, but yeah, this hunting blind's a good solution. Just a little bit, I'll have to turn the flashlight on in here, and that'll be the real test, because they could be able to see the flashlight. It is getting quite dark, which means I'm going to need a flashlight here, which means the dreaded flashlight test. And I don't like doing it, but I'm going to have to. I'm going to have it pointing away from the road, kind of like that, so I can get some light in here. Let's see. Yeah, it looks bad from there. That doesn't look great. But let's just take another peek here after these vehicles have passed. You know, it just might be workable. Okay, we've got a nice little break in the traffic. And you got to remember, these cars have headlights on too, right? So they're kind of blinded by the light. Oh, yeah, that's not that bad. I'm just gonna like get out of the way here because there's more cars coming, but I think that's okay. Okay, I just want to get down to the... Oh, more cars. Come on, really? Where is everybody going? Okay, from down by the road, and there is somebody coming, but from here? Oh yeah, that's good. That's really good. Now I can see what I'm doing, and the highway cannot see me. And I really love this perforated camo netting here. So, you know, I can see out, which is great. And with the light off, they cannot see in at all. So, we're in business. All right, it's about that time to cook up some food, or food-adjacent product things. This stove got a little moist sitting in the woods. I hope it works. And just a real quick, easy, simple side of the highway meal tonight. That's all we really can hope for. That might work. Oh boy. Okay. Okay. Oh, there we go. Just making a meatball stew. Some beef broth concentrate. I have to add some water to that. Water! Throw some cornstarch in there to thicken it up. What an inconvenient starch. Wow. Form that into a slurry. Made a bunch of meatballs at home I brought. They're still a little bit frozen in the middle, so that's alright. And yeah, I'm just throwing in a can of mixed veggies, which includes potatoes. And some poke me. For a camping situation like this, it is convenient to have some canned stuff. And I know the sodium, etc. But this one, per serving, sodium is only 130 milligrams, 6% of your daily. So that's not bad, I think. Yay, the broth is going to be worse on the sodium, for sure. Let's get back to the broth. I'm going to be honest with you guys, I was craving one of those Puritan canned stews, but I can't really find them in supermarkets anymore. They're probably so unhealthy they're illegal. So we got our own version. Meatballs, which is basically what they got in there. Can of mixed vegetables, some broth, and some cornstarch. Yes, just recreating trash food that's no longer available. I think it's time for meatballs to start cooking. I'm just going to dump this in, juice and all, because we need a little more liquid in there anyhow. Getting a meatball stew with gravy. All right, yeah. So here's the camping homemade version of the canned stew that is probably more expensive and just as unhealthy as the canned stews, but oh yeah. It's highly delicious. I made my own meatballs at home. Nothing but beef, salt, and pepper. So they're pretty tough. Didn't even put the breadcrumbs in there. But I can do better in the future. I'm gonna get this sleeping bag inflating because it's been crushed down for a long time. I know I should not store them all crushed down in the bag. That's not a good thing for a sleeping bag. But just let this fluff up. There we go. See, it's not so bad having a tree in your tent because there's extra uses like this. That should puff up in hopefully no time. And this little guy here looks like a wild rose. I could see some rose hips on here actually, and I don't want to chop that down. It does have thorns, but it's out of the way and it's not invasive, so I think that's a good thing to have in the tent. That blackberry though, yeah, it had to go. Those are just nasty, mean little invasive things that have no place on this earth. Trying to set up this
cot here, and unfortunately, you know, the tree is in the way. This guy here. I'm gonna have to assess this in the daytime. The ground is really dry and pretty soft, so I can probably just sleep right on that. If I'd have known that the cot wouldn't fit inside this thing with the tree, I would have just brought a sleeping pad or something like that, a little thermarest. I am in the sleeping bag, ready to get to sleep. There's branches everywhere I'm dealing with here. Everything's gonna be all right, guys. See you in the morning. Good morning. I survived the night, so that is a good start to the day. It was a little chilly. The ground was fairly firm, but I don't know, they say firm mattresses are good for your back. Not so much for the hip, but I'm gonna get organized here and run into town across that highway real quick to find a washroom. But other than that, I got a lot of stuff to do today. Actually, we have nothing to do at all. So this is going to be fun. Just going to lock up the tent. I normally don't care if people see me in the morning when I'm leaving a stealth camping place, except I'm going to be doing another night, so I don't want to give it away of what I'm up to. Now, the downside to having 2 million subscribers is that people can spot me. And it's not just like, usually I was worried about the police, and, you know, whatever, they'll just arrest some stealth camper. But people that recognize me will post online where they saw me, and then I'm extra busted. Publicly. I don't want to be publicly extra busted. And it's the weekend. I thought it wouldn't be as busy, but it is very busy. Oh, no way. Okay, we're going. Just like that, back into the woods. There's a little trail there, but it doesn't go where I need to, so I'll have to do a little bushwhacking to get to the store. That's okay. Tricky part's done. Now I just got to get back in there and then back out again. And these train tracks are not in service, so I'm not too concerned. Any time is train time, though, except for here. Got some food for tonight. Now, second stop, a beverage. All right, now it is back to the median. All prepared for the day. We've got supplies, and I hope my stuff is still there, but I wasn't gone that long, so back to it. No way. Okay, that's a first. Ha 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 ha! Everything's coming up, Steve. Just like that, we're safe. Okay, I'm thirsty. Wow. Oh, it really warmed up today. Still got the long johns on, double layer shirt. This had to come off right away. Wow, I did not expect it to warm up so nicely. So hopefully tonight is going to be a lot more comfortable if the overnight lows don't go too low. Okay, the rain has started a little bit. But I've got a lot of stuff here. All the supplies I need. And unfortunately with the rain, I have this part popped down. That's going to collect the rain in there. That'd be really great actually for a drinking water attachment or a rain collection thing that I could filter, but that's not what I'm here for. Everything's looking pretty good here. I can peek out the windows, keep an eye on traffic. They can't see me. The rain has stopped. We got firewood for tonight. We got food for tonight. This is going to be great. Last night was severely uncomfortable in a couple of ways. It was cold. The ground was hard. And although I like generally the slight rumble of traffic to get me to bed, the noise was a little bit egregious. Right, I think I can fit this cot in here this way. Really difficult to set up inside of an enclosed space. Morning guys, I didn't have a fire last night. It started to rain a bit and I was waiting the rain out, got the cot set up, went to go lie down to test it out, and then I just woke up now. So it's trouble. So I'm gonna get packed up here because I gotta get back to home to edit this up. Lindsay was actually really worried. She was just about to drive out here because we were chatting last night. And then I'd fall asleep, and she sent a few messages, wondering if I was okay, and I didn't answer, so best to get back home. But yeah, this thing up here, oh yeah, that leaked, as I knew it would, because, you know, it's just, I can't pop it completely up. It's just too obvious from the road. But other than that, this is a great shelter, and I'm just going to start getting packed up here. I've got things cleaned up in here. Everything's packed up, looking better than when I showed up. This is obviously the last thing I'm taking down, this hunting blind, because once this is down, I have no cover whatsoever. So it is pretty cool. It's got all these fine holes in it, so I can see out pretty good, and nobody can see in, which is obviously the way it's designed for that exact reason, which is great. But I don't know how easy it'll come down. There's a bunch of blackberries that are up against this. They've actually started growing into this over the last couple of days. So, you know, we got vines are making their way, infiltrating my shelter. So let's just take this down, because as soon as I stick my head out of here and start pulling this down, it's obvious what I'm doing to anybody driving by. But too late now, guys. Too late now. That went smoother than I expected. So everything's all packed up really nice and good. And so now I don't look like I'm out here stealth camping. I just look like some weary hitchhiker that has stopped for a refreshing break on the side of the highway before continuing my adventure. The bigger stuff I'm gonna have to stash, and then when I get the car, just come back with the car and load it up, because I can't get all this through the woods. Too far of a walk and too much stuff. It's more than one load. It took, me and Scott dropped it off. It took two of us running across the road with it to get it all out here. So it's thorn bushes everywhere. Wow, this is British Columbia, yay. So yeah, I'm gonna get on out of here real quick. It is starting to get hot already, and I brought too much clothing. Now it's like that time of year where at night, as soon as the sun goes down, you're freezing. Like, I was using the thermal underwear with a battery bank hooked onto it, and then I thought I was going to pass out walking back yesterday because I still had those long johns on, not with the battery going, but it was still, I had to stop and sit down and you know, just guzzle some water, take off my jacket, take everything off. Like, it was just too hot. So yeah, I gotta tuck this away. The rest of it I can handle. This is gonna be easy, but I'm just gonna hide this little guy. All right, I got no free hands between the camera and this, so good thing I didn't bring any more gear. Let's see. It's a good little spot for a couple of nights. This is the last tricky road I have to cross for this video. Fortunately, it's Sunday, so everybody's in church praying violently for the world to be a better place. But not me. I'm running across highways like some juvenile delinquent. Everybody's probably like, why are you filming me? I'm just gonna back up a little bit here, wait for the next break in traffic. Okay, here we go. I don't know why I look both ways. I guess just in case. Okay, that's more like it. Okay, just like that, the hardest part is over. Well, thanks to everybody who has watched this far. It's probably like 5% of the people have actually watched this far. So I want to thank you guys that actually stuck through this whole video. It was a fun and unique adventure, and that's all I have to say about that. And yeah, highway camping, I've had just about enough of it. It's a little noisy. Trying to find my trail. Ah, here we are. And yes, the next video is going to be another stealth one. I got the spot already picked out, and I know what I'm going to do there. And one after that will be something a little bit different. So thank you everybody for watching. Please subscribe if you're into that sort of thing, and we'll catch you guys on the next one. Cheers everybody.